What's up YouTube, it's your boy Stans here and welcome back to a brand new Lionheart video coming straight from my new project that I've been working on. If you guys don't know exactly what I'm talking about, I kind of set up a brand new stream schedule here on the YouTube channel where I at least try to stream off of the Lionheart server at least once a week. And for the past couple weeks, I've been working on a new project. So I'm pretty much gonna introduce you guys to that. If you guys have not seen the live streams, I'm going to introduce you to that in video form. We're going to work on it. We're going to talk about projects for this exact build, and we'll go from there. So without further ado, let's get straight into the episode. But all I ask is to drop a like on this video. So the project that I've been working on, you can kind of see it. I'm in F5 mode. It's a police station. It kind of doesn't look like it just yet, but it is. I swear it is. I swear it is. So you head in here, and then, to be honest, it's very, very bland at the moment. Don't get me wrong. We plan on fixing that. But this is it. This is going to be the police station, and the main focus here is going to be centered around a little bit of roleplay. So, and I'm going to talk about that just a little bit as well. But it looks like we have a little bit of a present that we need to go pick up from Haphazardous, and he left it for us in our mailbox inside of, well, the post office. So we're going to go grab that, and then we'll be right back. Alright, so I had to visit my base at the moment real quick to pick something up, which is this head. We'll get to that once we get to the post office. But I also want to throw it out there, guys. Lionheart is now not only celebrating their, we've been on this map for one entire year, so we're celebrating that. But we are also now in 1.14, the latest version of Minecraft, which is pretty cool. So we are here at the post office. I don't know. This was built very, very early on to make sure that everybody had a room to get things in. And it's pretty cool because if you put things inside of said chest, the light turns on, meaning that there's something in there for a person to pick up. And I actually came to, I grabbed a Stan's head to come replace because the head that's normally there was Brager's head for some reason, for something that we did filming before the server started. So it was really weird, but it looks like my head is there now and everything's good to go. So we have that at least. And there's lights inside, so it means something's in my chest. And I already know what it is. Haphazardous made this for me for that build that I just showed you. But it is a bunch of banners. A bunch of banners that has stars and police on it and stuff like that. So basically showcasing that it is the police headquarters. Actually perfect since we're here. Very, very similar to how he has the shulker and the beacon signs like that. So he helped me out. I asked him to do it for me, and he hooked it up. So we're going to get down over here, and then we're going to find the perfect place to put it, which I know is going to be right across the gray here. But I just got to make sure that I put it correctly, so it looks okay at least. Ooh, this would be the perfect time to show off scaffolding, but your boy keeps forgetting that, we have that part of the server now. So we have that stuff accessible to us, but yeah, I was totally unprepared for situations like this. Okay, so we can start off with like something like this, right? Ooh, I don't know if I want to make it higher. No, it'd actually be okay like that, right? So we'll start here, but we also want to put another one of these here, like that, to indicate that. And then we start from police. Oh, that one didn't go. Yo, how'd you end up so low? What? I'm so confused. Of course. No idea exactly how that happened, but okay. Put that there, and then there we go. Now I need to find a way to get back up there. I could just climb back up there. That's not a big deal at all, actually. This is all going to come down anyway. It's my version of scaffolding, even though we already have it implemented into the server. But it's cool, guys. I've kind of missed making videos. It's been a while since I've actually sat down and tried to make videos happen. And this is cool because I've been wanting, like, I mentioned I kind of been wanting to do this. We'll put this one here, and then we'll finish it off with this one here. Now we're going to take this down, and then we're going to take a look at it and see if we should move it over by one or exactly what we want to do. So let's take this down. But yeah, I've missed making videos. I've been meaning to get back into it. I needed a reason to do so, and this is the reason why. Police. Oh, we can definitely move this one over. Actually, we could probably move it two over. Yeah, have it from right here. We can move it two over. So that's definitely what we want to do. But this looks good, though. It looks really, really good. Another thing is, last time that I've made a video, because it's honestly been a couple of months since I've made a video here on the server, I have built a house. I built a house near Shorty's base. I'll be quite honest with you, I never really did anything with said house. So we probably will, you know, go in there and get a little bit of interior designing with that. But we have to take a little bit of inspiration. We'll probably, you know what, we haven't seen Shorty on the server in a while either, so we'll probably ask her if she would like to help us out with that. But there's like so much that we can possibly do. You know, we're still working on our big project that will probably, I wouldn't say end the series for us, but we will probably make it a big event for us personally, for the character of the Stans. And then, there's so many things that I do want to do on the server. You know, technically, you know, I want to do this police station, finish it up, make it look good. I want to make it, want to design it well for everybody, because I know I probably won't be the only one to use it. You know what I mean? I probably won't be the only person to make anything sort of police related on the server. So I figured, why not? You know what I mean? Make it for other people to use. Spelling backwards is hard. I, right? Yeah, it's I, right? Spelling backwards really is hard. I don't get it. O. And then there's the P. And then there's going to be, I think it was the white inside and the blue outside. Okay. And this should be it. And I think this works. I think this works. I can tear this down. We take a look at it, and it looks a lot better now. So we want to take a little bit of inspiration on how we can interior design a lot of things. That's going to be a main focus. We definitely want to focus on the police station today because I said I do want to do some projects very, very soon. And said project is going to be some roleplay. Roleplay is going to be pretty fun. I've been obsessed with watching roleplay GTA 5 on Twitch. And I think we can do a little bit of roleplay here on the server with Minecraft. So right now, we got this signed up. It looks good. Now we got to work on the inside. So we got that going on for us. So one thing with the police station is that not only is it going to serve as a police station where people will have to come up, file police reports and things like that, very like an office setting, but we also want to include the jail cells here as well. And if you guys would check this out, oh, it's very, very full with like creepers and things like that. But underneath, it's been dug out. Well, actually, it was water. It was nothing but water, so we dried that up, of course, but there's a ton of mobs. So we're going to have to go down there and clear that out one of these days. We should probably just jump down there without any armor and have the creepers just destroy us, because they would destroy every other mob that's in there. So that's probably what we plan to do there. But there are mobs in there, but we plan to clear it out. That's where I'm going to put the jail cells. And I was actually suggested by Nubica to do like a drunk tank type of cell. And if you guys aren't familiar, they showed it in a lot of movies. I want to say Harold and Kumar is probably one of those movies where they show it. It's a movie where like if people get too drunk and they get arrested for, you know, public intoxication, things like that, they just throw everybody in one huge cell for the night so they can sober up and things like that. I think that is a perfect idea, along with, of course, our more permanent type cells. And then what's cool in 1.14, they introduced wandering villagers, which is pretty cool because I'm not going to lie, I may be the only one that sees it this way, but they kind of look like they would be police officers or at least office people. So if I set up any sort of like office scenario here in the police station, I'm definitely going to put them behind the wheel, or I guess you could say, you know, behind the desk, so that you got to file a complaint. Like I got to file a complaint against Nubica. I'm going to walk in here and walk over to that wandering villager and be like, hey, she took my, I don't know, my potatoes. Something like that. So, I mean, I don't think she would ever take my potatoes, even though I take mine from Nina. So it just really depends. But we have ideas. I think I want to focus on downstairs first, the cells first, and I do have to look up some, I wouldn't say tutorials, but some inspirations to see exactly how I would want to do it. The dunk tank, already, you know, I have the ideas for that, so we're going to make things happen with that. But we're going to watch a couple videos, get things kind of inspired to do that, and we got that going for us. Alright guys, so I am back. I watched all those videos onto, like, how to get a little bit of inspiration on exactly how we're going to build this, right? And throughout streams and throughout days that I just hopped on to work on it, I started working on underground. You know, that was a big thing that I talked about the previous scenes that you've been seeing. I wanted to make, you know, some cells, right? But I wanted to set up the room first. So we're going to have the stairs to go down. The stairs go down again. And then this is the room, right? And I wanted, you know, it was stone brick initially, but I wanted to mix in with, like, stone brick, or with cracked stone brick, for example, and mossy stone brick. So there's a little bit of everything. I like the room. Of course, it's well lit up, so I don't have anything spawn in here and blow it up. And pretty much the cells themselves are going to be lined up with andesite. Polished andesite pretty much tells us where the outline of the cell is going to be. So we have two cells right there, third one right there, two over here, and then this is a big one right here. So this is going to be the drunk tank that we mentioned before. And we're just going to get straight to it. We want to build this up. We want to set this up for you guys, or well, for the other players on the server to use. And then we'll mess with it, for example. I don't think it's going to go all the way up. Honestly, I'm going to be quite honest with you. Actually, I don't even know why I took these torches down, but that's okay. So, we want to outline the place. We definitely want to outline the place for sure. Actually, you know what I just realized? That's not how I want to do it, actually. So, here is going to have fence, or not fence, but iron gates, right? So each cellmate can see each other, or they're not even cellmates. The pillar, or the corner pieces are going to be stone brick for sure. Because that's pretty much going to be our outline. So I want to say let's go up. I feel like this is big enough for a cell, is 4 high. But we'll go 5 just in case, and then we go this way. We're going to outline 1, and then we're going to do them all. We're going to outline 1, and then going to do them all. Just so that we know exactly like how we're doing this. And then pretty much I can do this to the rest of the cells, for example. We get the outline going, and then we can start putting things into fruition. I like that word, fruition. And this is basically how the cell's going to be. It's one big old room. It's going to have one bed. It's going to have a cauldron, because that's basically the toilet. And then iron gates all around. I like it. I like it. Alright. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm going to be really truthful to you guys. I'm a very cocky person. I'm a very, I think highly of myself. Which, honestly, if you're the same way, there's nothing wrong with that, because it's good to have self-confidence. But god damn, does this look nice, or at least I think it looks nice. So I put out the outlines for the cells, and I personally think this is going to look pretty cool. Now, there is some open areas right here. Probably wondering what exactly that's going to be. We're probably going to set up like some guard stations there, for example. So we'll do that probably at the end of this episode as well. But the outline for itself, though, for everything, looks pretty dope. I personally think it looks really cool. I was thinking, you know, we're gonna put the iron bars on everything, right? We're gonna put the iron bars on everything, like absolutely everything, no questions asked. The only thing though is I was gonna buy some iron, and I want to feel the economy, but I want to say I have some iron in my ender chest that I haven't used in a long time. So let me see what I got going for me. Oh, I was right. Look, I have a ton of iron. So it's going to put my valuables back into the chest. Let's get down there, start making some iron bars, putting them on the outlines, and see how things work from that point forward, or how they look, I should say, and go from there. Alright, so the cells are up. Check this out. So, the only, like, downside that I can say I have when it comes to these cells is the door. And it's going to be the door. It's always going to be the door. The door's always been this wonky when it comes to, iron bars, for example. So, like, I didn't know how I want to do it, because if I had it out on this side of the block, it'd be 2 outs. Now it's like this. You know, this gap is going to be here regardless. I thought about putting a block here, pretty much to surround the door, but then, like, you know, some cells are kind of smaller than the others. They're not going to have that many, literally it's going to be two ways to look inside. And I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that, so I committed to just keeping the doors as is. Again, personally, I feel like that's my only downside to it so far. We gotta put, like, there's a button here to open it up. We gotta put buttons around all the doors. So, these two link together, right? This one has a door here. However, this is the big old drunk tank, but I put it down there, and I'll explain that in a little bit. These two match, and then that one matches with the drunk tank. So the reason why I put the door to the drunk tank all the way over here is like, say for example, if these cells are filled up with other inmates, for example, and I'm taking down a drunk person, not only is that drunk person ashamed that they got arrested and they're drunk and stuff like that, but I'm gonna make you do the walk of shame. You know, you're gonna be walking in front of all the other inmates, and then to get to the door that you need to enter so you can go into your cell. Like, let's go, baby. That's what I got. So the cells are looking pretty good. I put tops to them. I gotta light it up, make sure that nothing spawns up there, of course. And then I have to work on the interior, which is definitely gonna be beds. I'm gonna go for basic white beds, and the reason why is because they're inmates. They don't deserve color. They don't deserve different things like that. Unless if you're like Al Capone, for example. You know, I don't know, like big old cartel members that buy their prison and make their prison look decent and stuff like that. No, everybody kind of deserves the same thing. It's gonna be basic white. The only thing that's not gonna have beds is gonna be the drunk tank, because these guys aren't here for long term. They're here to get released once they're sober up, once they get bailed out, things like that. So, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beds is what we're eyeing. We're going to go in and make those real quick and come back. Then we have to make cauldrons, which of course you guys see how much iron I have, so that should be easy. We got to fill them up with water. That'll be a little bit of a tedious part. But other than that, these cells are coming pretty close to being complete. I think I'm finished with the cells. I'm just going to throw it out there. I really do think that I'm finished with the cells. I think everything came out looking good. At least I personally feel like that way. So let's take a look at them before we move on to the next thing. So I added the bed. I told you, white bed, cauldron. That's the toilet. At least, you know, we can pretend that's the toilet. You know, the doors, you know, we have the buttons. All of them have it now. And then I even brought some special guests. Yeah, I got some zombies in here, dude. I put some zombies in here. I don't think they can get me. Wait, are the aggro even on me? I'm not entirely too sure. Oh, yeah, well, you can reach through. Fight me, dude. Fight me. I was thinking about getting some zombies into the drunk tank, but what if we have to arrest somebody and we throw them into the drunk tank? Like, what if somebody's drunk on the server and we have to throw them in the drunk tank? I wouldn't want them to die by another zombie, by another inmate, you know what I mean? So, these guys aren't named. They're not named at the moment. I want to test it. I want to see if they despawn if I don't name them, and then go from there. But yeah, these guys are inmates. I think this is a pretty cool feature. I think this looks really good, and I want to say that the cells downstairs are complete, finally complete. So what I want to do now is I want to head over upstairs, and I want to kind of get the interior design going just a little bit. Set up at least a front desk where you can stop by. And, you know, hey, can I speak to a police officer? Hey, can I file a report? Blah, blah, blah. So, like, there's probably going to be, like, a setup right around here where there's going to be a front desk. There's going to be a secretary. Hopefully, it's a wandering villager. And then back here, there's going to be a ton of other desks where the police officers are usually staying. And then they'll take you down to, of course, the cells. So, I think this is pretty cool. I think this is getting really close to being completed, and I'm entirely happy as to how it's coming out. I think it looks really cool. I hope you guys feel the same way. And then, again, you know, this video is still going on. If you guys are enjoying what you're seeing, drop a like. Alright, so, you guys can kind of see it. Now, I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. I have no way, how do I want to say it? I don't know how to do interior design. I'm not very good at it. I wish I had inspiration to do this correctly. I'm looking at Shorty. Shorty is probably my biggest inspiration when it comes to anything design-wise, to be honest. But she's never on, so I never have to look forward to it. And she never really helps me out or anything like that. And I'm calling her out. But we did our best with the interior so far. So, I mean, we could always change this in the future. But for right now, we wanted to push this out ready for people to start using. So here is the police station. So this is going to be the pretty much their front desk, the receptionist. You guys walk in. You guys have any complaints, speak to a receptionist. Receptionist will see if there's any police officer out and about ready to help you out. This is where they keep all their, of course, records. And then, of course, bookcases. And everything looks pretty. We got some nice little flowers. We got a plant towards the edge here. And then all these are desks where police officers will have you sit down. So I will be right here as a police officer, and you would be right across from me. And you can tell me exactly what went down, how did Nubica steal all of your rabbits, things like that. So this is where it's at. And of course, once we are ready to go down, we can go ahead and, boom, open this up and head on down. So, I think this is pretty cool. I personally like this. It's very simple. It's very small, very minimal. And I think it does the job. You know, we're only here to, you know, interview our people. I think this is really cool. I think this is a very, very cool thing. Nice little thing done. And I wanted to get it out so people could start using it. You know, I'm going to start looking to getting some roleplay done too. So it's pretty cool. So hopefully you guys enjoy. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know down in the comments section below if you guys enjoy how this kind of turned out to look. I think it looked pretty good, but I mean, you guys can always drop me some suggestions of what we could change. Hit up my Discord. I highly recommend it. I have a channel or a category in there completely dedicated to Minecraft, and you can tell me things, exactly what we can do to fix everything in general, if you want. And then we can start going and brainstorming some ideas and things like that. So hopefully you guys take advantage of that. It's an easier way to contact me as well. But that's going to be it for me today. I'll see you guys later. Peace!